Hello there. Welcome to Living on Purpose. My name is Fola Daniel Adelesi, also known as Fola Daniel Speaks, across my social media platform. I also ask that you check out my YouTube channel and subscribe to the channel. Just in case you're watching or coming across this video for the very first time, please, it's important that you subscribe so that you can catch up with other episodes that I have done and the future episodes. Today, I want to ask you, who is living your life? Yes, that's the question. Who is living your life? Oh, the question may surprise you, and you may wonder, what do I mean by who is living your life? Is there somebody else who has stolen my identity? For example, in some countries, somebody can steal your identity and begin to live with your identity and present him or herself as you, the person who will mention your name, the person who will use your social security number and all of that. But in some other countries, you just feel, oh, maybe someone has taken my destiny, or someone is living those things that I'm supposed to be living, the dreams I'm supposed to be living. The person is enjoying everything I'm supposed to be enjoying. No, that's not what I mean by who is living your life. What I mean by who is living your life is there someone who is already achieving those goals, those dreams that you want to achieve? Is there someone else who is doing very well in the areas where you really want to do well? Is there someone else who has gone that far to that place where you really want to go? Let's say you want to become an author. Is there a successful author living the kind of life that you want to live? Is there a successful actor or actress that has become successful in the area, in the field where you want to become successful? Who is living your life? Say, for example, you want to become an engineer. Who is that engineer who is doing things the way you would want to do it in the future? Let's say you want to become an architect. Is there someone else, an architect, that is bringing out beautiful designs, wonderful masterpiece, and is doing very well in that regard? Who is that person? Now, why is it important to ask yourself, who is living my life, or who is living your own life? It's important because I've seen that some successful organizations, one of the things they did in order to become successful was that the founders of such organizations, at the commencement of the organization, went to several institutions around the world to ask one question: what is your secret? What have you been doing? How have you sustained all that you're doing this far? You've been around for 50 years. You've been around for 60, 70, 100 years. What exactly is the secret? We need to know so that we can also succeed and be around for a very long time. When you do that kind of a thing, it becomes easier for you to succeed. It becomes easier for you to excel. You know, we often say that a vision is a picture of the future. So it's also important that you have someone like a model, institutions like a model, who are living the dream that you have. They are already living the dream. You are about to get started. So it's very, very important that you check them out so that you can learn from them. The reason you're checking them out is not to make them your competition. They are already living the dream. You are just getting started. Of course, sometimes somewhere along the line, you may overtake them. You may become more successful. You may even do much better than they are doing. But for now, what you want to do is to make their success a benchmark, is to turn their success to your starting point and say, when we have arrived, when we have succeeded, where they are today is going to be our own starting point. If you don't ask someone like that you can refer to as the person who is living your life, then I suggest that you sit down and think carefully about people all over the world today who are doing something in the same area that you want to do something in your field. If you're a teacher, who is that teacher who has excelled the way you would like to excel? If you're maybe a public speaker, who is that public speaker today who is excelling or has already excelled the way you would like to excel? If you're a broadcaster, who is that broadcaster today that you're looking up to? That person becomes your model. Now, what this does for you is that each time you want to slow down, you remember what these other people have done. You remember their achievements. You remember their feat. Remember again, I'm not asking you to compete with them, but putting their pictures in mind as the model of success helps you to push yourself, helps you to drive yourself, helps you to accept nothing less than excellence. When you see such people, you say, okay, this is what I want. Whenever I'm doing my own thing, I must not do anything less than this. Sometimes when I'm handling communications, for some of the things that I do. I look at what other people are doing or what other people have already done and use what they have done as the benchmark for what I'm about to do. So whatever they have done that looks excellent, that looks beautiful, it becomes the benchmark for whatever I'm going to do. I make sure I surpass it. By the way, what's the point doing something less than what someone has already done? You're going to look like a mediocre. It's going to look like you have no real visions or you didn't have those plans well thought out. That's why it's very important to have someone who is already living your life. Again, you're not supposed to be a competition. You're not trying to do exactly what they're doing. You're not also supposed to be an imitation. You're only learning from them, and you can take them on maybe as mentors, as coaches, as role models. But it's very important to identify who is already living your life and see what you can learn from them, either by reading about them, reading from them online, or even having a personal relationship with them. Who is living your life? I can tell you that something you will learn from is on www.foladaniel.com. Again, you would have several videos to also learn from if you go to www.youtube.com/Fola Daniel Speaks and you subscribe to the channel. Remember, there's somebody living your life out there. Go after that person and learn from them so that you can live your own life. Thank you.